Hello, my name is Tanner. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have lived in Michigan my whole life. Boring, right? I moved a few times, but just from one small town to another. I hate small towns. They're boring and there's never anything to do. So I learned pretty quickly about video games. I've always loved games. I love the challenge, the excitement, the adrenaline coursing through my body every time I get caught up in a game. When I was a little kid, I remember watching my older brother play this awesome game from one of my favorite video game companies, Square Enix. The game was Kingdom Hearts. At the time, I was about 8 years old, and I saw that my brother had made it to the final boss, but he couldn't beat it. I watched him fail at least 20 times, and finally I asked, "Can I try?" At this point, I have never played the game before, only watched a couple of times, so naturally, I waited to confront the final guy to figure out what button does what. Finally, I was off, running towards the final boss with only about a minute of experience. Once I got into combat, it was a bit of a blur, but I found myself as the hero, and as I played more and more, I felt the adrenaline running through my body. My heart was racing, I began breathing rapidly, and as our health grew lower and lower, my heart beat faster and faster, and then the screen went blank. I won. I beat him. First time ever playing that game, and at that point, I instantly fell in love with games. But as I grew older, I began to see flaws. Even old games I grew up with, there were flaws, and all I could do was think of ways to make them better. Now, I can't play a single game without criticizing it. For example, Mario. I'm sure everybody knows him. I've always thought Mario should have some type of upgrade system. When his coins reach 100, he should keep going, and later he can go visit the shop and spend those coins on either upgrades or items or whatever. He should also have a chest or a backpack or upgradable pockets so, you can actually keep all those power-ups you worked so hard to get. Being a gamer, I have played so many games. My favorite ones, though, are open world. I love open world games. I hate being constricted to one path. Players need to explore. We need more freedom. And games these days have no real storyline or meaning. Games shouldn't be just story, but the story it does have should at least have meaning. You see, I have so many ideas, and all they needed was to come to life. And thanks to Full Sail University, I now have everything I need to make this happen. At Full Sail, I learned how to build worlds, design levels and characters. Basically, they taught me how to build a game from the ground up. How? By having me build a game from the ground up. Now, I have everything I need to make these brilliant ideas become a reality. I don't want to make just games. I want to make an experience. Full Sail already helped me bring one to life. Which one's next?